Starting next week, several casinos in San Diego County plan to reopen. Tribal operators say they will follow CDC safety guidelines and protocol, but county health leaders say they have serious health and safety questions. Thanks for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Mark Mullen. Sequan plans to open next Wednesday. VA House Casino plans to open 2 days earlier on May 20th, with Valley View Casino set to reopen next Friday. This is video provided to NBC7 by Sequan. It shows workers spraying disinfectant on everything from gaming tables to slot machines to escalators. Sequan's general manager says his casino will open with modifications to ensure employee and visitor safety. Every other slot machine will be turned off and table games will be limited to a maximum of 3 players. But while casinos plans to follow CDC safety protocols, there are questions as to how those guidelines will be enforced. The casinos are on tribal land and they set their own terms. Among the concerns, the casino says they're opening up a dine-in food option even though it is still prohibited by the state.
For us, it's very important that we open following all the guidelines, not only set by the state, county, federal, but some of our own measures that we've taken, not only Sequan, but the entire casino industry.
Sequan plans to use thermal cameras at entrances. All visitors will be screened and required to wear face protection.
But not make any money. A lot of our businesses, our dreams, they're getting ready to fade away and close forever. And when that happens, we can't eat. We can't feed our families.
Just days after an Oceanside gym owner was arrested, or at least detained and cited for violating the county health order by reopening his gym, he organized a rally today with other business owners, calling on the governor to allow small businesses to reopen. Gyms are part of the governor's 3rd phase of reopening. We're in phase 2 now. Here are the latest numbers in San Diego. We continue on a downward trend and a positive test rate. We are at 3%. That's from 117 new cases out of 3,541 tests. There are now more than 5,200 confirmed coronavirus cases in our county. And with 5 additional deaths reported today, a total of 194 people have passed away since this began of COVID-19. National city leaders say thousands of their residents will be able to get tested for COVID-19 as part of the city's new 3-step plan of action to slow the spread: testing, tracking, and treating. City leaders say testing is available by priority, which is categorized into 4 groups. First priority group are hospitalized patients, healthcare workers with symptoms, and those in close contact with confirmed cases. Second priority group, people with symptoms considered at risk. Third priority group, essential workers, and fourth priority group are those with mild symptoms.
We are able to test them timely, get results timely. It helps reduce the use of PPE gear so that we're able to conserve that, because that has been a national crisis for the last couple of months. Also alerts our staff on which patients are positive timely so that we can take care of them timely.
Testing is available at Paradise Valley Hospital. If you don't have health insurance or can't get a referral from your primary doctor, you can dial 211 for help from the county. The Department of Transportation has issued a second warning to airlines regarding their refund policies. In April, the DOT issued a warning that carriers had to issue refunds, not vouchers, for flights that have been canceled or significantly changed. But since then, the number of complaints swelled from a typical 1,500 calls a month to more than 25,000 complaints in April and May. Most of the complaints deal with refunds. A spokesperson for the airline lobbying group Airlines for America said issuing cash refunds to everyone who cancels could push the airlines to bankruptcy. A dry stretch after cooler weather. Here's your forecast with Dagmar.
Your Thursday will be rather beautiful out there. Wednesday was the coolest day of the week. Thursday will continue with a bit of a warming trend. Mostly sunny skies across the region, leaving the coast in the low 70s. And just about repeat that forecast. The skycast under mostly sunny conditions in the low 70s as well for the inland valleys. Mountains, you have about the mid 60s, better than the mid to the upper 50s where you were for Wednesday. A few isolated clouds hanging around there and possibly a few in the deserts, but mostly sunny. And you will now warm up into the low 90s. And yes, that warm up will continue through the weekend.
One industry that has been hit hard by the pandemic, gyms along with personal trainers. Gym Guys Coastal San Diego has really had to make some changes after the stay-at-home order went into effect. Typically, personal trainers would come to a client's home with equipment and hold the training session there. Now they have been transitioning to getting sessions online for their clients to use. They've also made it a priority to offer free virtual training classes for children and those with disabilities because they really want everyone to have options for exercising, especially right now.
Even with the PE programs that are virtual, it's very simplistic and they get homework to do on their own, but there's nothing that's really geared towards keeping kids physically fit in the confines of their home. So we decided that we wanted to give a little more, give back to that particular segment of the population.
They also cleaned and assigned equipment to each client to use at home and started renting out equipment to anyone since it's so tough to get right now. A hospital in Moscow today discharged a 100-year-old woman after she successfully recovered from coronavirus. The woman was admitted to the hospital for treatment after being diagnosed with the virus at an early stage. A doctor at the hospital said despite a certain number of complications in her cardiovascular system, she turned out to be a tough grandma. He added that she didn't have to go to intensive care. She was in the ward the entire time and received the standard therapy. Now she's going home. That's going to do it for our nightly check-in. I'm Mark Mullen. Thanks for watching. Be safe. Have a good night.